Life as a professional bodybuilder is hard work. 41-year-old Stuart is a former Mr. Britain champion who owns his own gym. He's always taken great pride in being in peak physical condition until COVID-19 came along and took all of his strength away.
You don't think it's going to come knocking on your door. You never think it's going to happen to you. You know, from what you read and social media, they like to think it's just going to affect older people or people that are vulnerable. But I think that's lack of knowledge really, and from what I saw in there, there was more people sort of my age than there were older people. Even now, I still don't feel 100%. I train regularly, 5 days a week, and I normally keep a pretty sort of good sort of diet. But I've not even stepped in. I've got my own home gym, and I've not even stepped into it. To be honest, I just don't feel I don't feel ready for it. I still feel like I'm still recovering.
Stuart's story is being used by Plymouth's Hospital Trust to show that COVID can affect people of any age, any background, and being super fit is no guarantee that you won't become ill.
I think it's frightening. It's really frightening because you get, all these people who are young and you can relate to them, and they've got young kids at home. And we had a lady yesterday who was 38, and we've currently got one on the ward who's 93. So it's really variable, and the course of disease is also quite variable in these group of patients.
While cases across the West Country have stabilised and started to fall, in Plymouth they're staying stubbornly high. In the last 7 days there were 855 new cases in the city. That's increased by 60% since the new year. There are 326 cases per 100,000 people, the highest that number has been since the start of the pandemic.
I am really a bit concerned that the lockdown doesn't seem to be working as well as we need it to. So really there's a renewed plea out there to everybody to really think about what they're doing and check that they really are minimising all of their physical contact.
Despite everything, there is hope on the horizon. Around 11% of adults in the region have now had their first COVID jab, including half of all over 80s in Devon and Cornwall. But Stuart's story is a warning to all of us that this virus really can strike anyone at any time.